friends, in today's video we are going to learn how to vacuum the floor. Now most of the time when we vacuum we're going to vacuum a carpeted surface, which is why I'm coming to you today from my house. So the first step that we need to do is to get the vacuum. The second step is to unwind the cord. Now my cord happens to be on the side of my vacuum cleaner. So I am just going to start by grabbing the end with the plug and then unwinding it. So I'm going to go around and around until all of my cord is off of my vacuum. And I'm going to keep going. Now some vacuums have a lot of cord and some only have a little. And then when we're done, we are going to plug in the vacuum. Now I want to talk to you, I'll scooch a little closer to the camera, about how to hold the plug. So when we plug and unplug the vacuum, we need to make sure that we are grabbing it and pinching it by the plug. We don't want to hold it by the cord for two reasons. One, it's kind of hard and unstable and a little wiggly to trying to plug this into the wall when we're holding it right here. So if we pinch it from here, we'll be able to go right into the wall. The second reason is if we are holding the cord from down here, we're loosening up this space right here, and eventually our vacuum cleaner won't work because things will get disconnected under the plastic coating. So when we plug and unplug, we want to hold and pinch right here. All right, so step 3, plug the vacuum in. Just like that. Step 4, turn on the vacuum. So on some vacuums it might be the word on, some vacuums it might be the word power. And usually you're going to find it somewhere on the top part of the vacuum cleaner. So I'm going to look, and my vacuum cleaner is on. So I'm going to press my on button. Then after, I'm going to vacuum the entire space of my rug. So watch how I do this. After your floor is completely vacuumed, you are going to press the power button once again. Now, before I go on to the next step, I want to talk to you about how I vacuumed the rug. Usually, you want to start at one end, either the top of the room, the bottom of the room, one side or the other side. So in this case, I started over by my wall. And before I could get the vacuum going, I had to adjust the tilt of my handle. See, if I vacuum like this, I'm holding my vacuum cleaner up to get it to move back and forth, but the brush is not touching the rug, and that's going to be the part that actually cleans the rug and picks up all of the crumbs. So to get my vacuum cleaner handle to adjust, I step down and I pull back. So there's a little picture of a foot on my vacuum cleaner. I'm going to put my foot on top of that and then tilt backwards. And then did you notice that I started over here and I went back and forth, top to bottom, over the entire area of my rug. And I went kind of slowly so that I made sure that I got every part of my floor. And usually with most vacuums, if you're vacuuming your carpet, you're going to be able to see the lines that you make and the passes with your vacuum cleaner. And that's going to allow you to see where you have still vacuumed. Now, when we practice this at school, that's not going to be the case. Our rug fibers are different, so we're not going to be able to see our lines as well. So we have to go slow and make sure that we get each part back and forth. All right, so then when we're done vacuuming, We lift it right back up, and then that's when we hit the power button. After we turn it off, then we have to unplug the vacuum. And remember, when you unplug the vacuum, you're going to have to pinch at the top part of the cord that's closest to the wall and pull out. So I pinch close to the wall and I pull right out. Then I need to wind back up the cord. So I'm going to move a little bit closer so it's easier to see. Now, usually the cord's going to go right back where it was, just like when we unwound it. So my vacuum has a little knob right on top and another one down here at the bottom. And so I'm just going to put my cord, I'm going to lift it, and I'm going to go around the back of this knob part, this handle. I'm going to hold the cord and I'm going to go down. Then I'm going to go behind the bottom one and back up. I'm going to go around the top and around the bottom. And I want to make sure as I'm doing this that it's getting nice and tight, because if it's loose, it's just going to slip right off. And then also, as my cord might be getting a little bit tangled, I'm going to have to make sure that I unwind it so that it's nice and straight as I go up and down and around. Up, down and around, up, down and around, up, down and around. And then when I get to the end, my vacuum has a little, like a little notch right here. And what fits into that part of the notch is the vacuum cleaner cord. So it kind of acts like a clip. So I am just going to clip it right to my cord, and then that makes sure that it stays nice and secure. And then my last step is to put it away. There you have it, steps of vacuuming.